Europe faces polar winter as Russia cuts off energy supply due to sanctions. World War III update. I'm going to go into this article on how Russia really has the upper hand. And because the United States puts those sanctions, the West put those sanctions on Russia, Russia said you left me no other choice but to cut back your energy supply. This reminds me of the verses in Revelation where it says, the beast shall hate the whore, the beast is the EU, the 10 horns is NATO, and the whore that sits upon the beast is America. But before I put the carriage before the horse, I want to give all the honor, glory, and praises to YAHAWAH, BaHaShem, YAHAWASHI, BaHaShem, RAWACHAA, QADASH. Double honors to my elders at Great MILESTONE, taught me this truth through the Spirit. Single honors to the elect, peace and blessings to the one-third, and confusion to faces. Let's get right to it. And the and the purple rectangle says Europe faces polar winter from Serbian president. Now in the blue rectangle it says Europe is facing a difficult winter this year, but next winter will be, quote, polar, unquote, Serbian President Alexander Vučić said on Wednesday, commenting on Russian President Vladimir Putin's speech at the Eastern Economic Forum. All right, pay attention. This is the green rectangle. He also said that amid the sanctions the EU imposed in response to Moscow's military operation in Ukraine. So the EU put these sanctions on them for what? Invading Ukraine. Check this out. Russia no longer considers the bloc to be its main export destination. Pay attention, y'all. Although Serbia is not a member state, because remember, the gentleman you see, I proceeded to be him, the gentleman you see is the Serbian president. But Serbia doesn't directly get their energy from Russia, but they get it via EU states, right? Although Serbia is not a member state, the country's energy supplies transit through countries that are, meaning that any EU sanctions on Russia also affect Serbia. The plot thickens. Slide over. Now in the yellow rectangle is, quote, this winter is going to be very cold for all of us, unquote, Vučić said, adding that, quote, next winter will be polar for all of Europe, unquote. That's if you get that far. Now, let's get to the nit and gritty of it. This is the red box. And some of these quotations in here will be from Erdogan, who is pretty much the president of Turkey, who pretty much is allies with Russia, believe it or not. Expressing, and there was at one point a part of NATO. I don't know if they still are right now, but they've been getting military weaponry from Russia, and America didn't like that. Expressing doubt that Russian forces can be easily defeated, and noting that no one seems to be seeking a compromise, the Serbian leader said that Europe should prepare well for both a cold and polar winter. All right? So they're telling you, listen, we really need Russia. It's like you're shooting yourself in the foot because of your pride. And now you're trying to say we still going to run the world. Yeah, with 1 foot? It don't make sense. Erdogan commenting on the same matter, Erdogan from Turkey. I like this. Listen. Said that, quote, those who underestimate Russia are wrong, unquote. As this is, quote, not a country to be taken lightly, unquote. All right, pay attention. Quote, Russia has stopped supplying gas, prices have gone up, and now everyone is looking for alternatives. Why didn't you think about it earlier, unquote? Because pride has deceived thee. But really it's nation against nation because Esau is ruling the world. Job 9:24, the earth given to the hands of the wicked. The Edomites, whether you're Russian, whether you're Serbian, whether you're from France, or whether you claim to be an American, you all are still descended from Edomites. You so-called white people, you Caucasians. The Turkish president also added that now when, quote, everyone attacks, unquote, Russia, quote, will use all means at its disposal, unquote. And that's rightfully so. So let me bring out a couple of precepts and I'm going to close out. Isaiah 13:4. The noise of a multitude in the mountains like as of a great people, a tumultuous noise of the kingdoms of nations gathered together. The Lord of hosts mustereth the host of the battle. Now what does that mean? That means that The Lord is really working on the minds of these rulers, dictators, because the Lord ruleth in the kingdom of men. I'm going to get that, and then I'm going to close out. Listen, this is Daniel 4:17. This matter is by decree of the watchers. Who are the watchers? We are. The men on the highways and byways, and the men correlating the Bible with historical events, whether they've been past, present, or future. And the demand by the word of the holy ones, to the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men, and giveth it to whomsoever he will, and setteth up over it the basis of men, which is Esau. Right? That's why they say it's so easy a caveman can do it. Nonetheless, though, World War III is inevitable. 2 wars have passed, like I said in the book of Revelation, and the third will come up quickly. So with that being said, pray you was edified and fed. Stay in the spirit. Don't fear it. Just endure it. Ask for forgiveness. Pray without ceasing. Stay humble. Remain diligent. From Yasharahla. Shalom.